So I need to tell you something. I fell from a plane. This guy. Let's take a look at some fuzzy footage.
So you excited?
I am excited. I think I should have packed a pair of diapers, but I'm gonna be fine as soon as I jump out of the plane. The reason I went skydiving in the first place was because of Lifescouts. For those of you who don't know, Lifescouts is the brainchild of Alex Day. It's just his latest attempt at milking his audience for money in an internet scheme that is entirely voluntary and can be enjoyed without spending any money at all. Because life and things suck and stuff. So here's the thing, myself and a couple of friends decided that we're going to go skydiving. And this was a couple of months ago, so I hadn't really even thought too much about it. And even on the drive to the place, there was maybe a tiny little bit of butterflies going on, but I still was like, whatever, you know, it's going to be fine once I get there. Once you're actually at the place, and they're gearing you up, and you're kind of walking to that plane, so you're like, I'm going to be falling 12,000 feet today. I'm very well could be my last day on Earth. So I'm freakishly tall, so they need someone that's going to be roughly the same size as me. And they get this guy named Sig, who is, I'm going to say, Swedish or something that's in the northern of Europe. He was really great. He calmed my nerves, and we go into the plane, and we're flying up there, and that's when things started to get real. I got super nervous at this point. It's like my whole stomach was like it just was not settling itself at all. Things got worse. I was going to be the third person out of the plane, and so the doors open up, and the first person is whoop, and they're out, and they're gone, and they're falling. I'm like, oh gosh, and then the second person out of the plane, and I'm like, okay. So me and Sig kind of go up to the side of the plane, and I'm a little bit nervous, and they make you cross your arms over top of your chest, and you're supposed to like give the little thumb signal to the person that's going to be filming you, and then and I'm out of the plane. And it's really weird because the first couple of seconds of falling, I remember there being really no sound. Because I think it's just like adrenaline, like just surging through you. And it's just like, I don't know what's going on. And then finally it's like, as the wind kind of starts rushing past your face. Because you free fall for a good 45 seconds before they pull the parachute. So you're free falling, and you're falling at, if I remember physics, like 9.8 meters per second, somewhere within that ballpark. Because the ground is so far below you, it doesn't feel like, oh my gosh, it's coming at me so fast, because you're so far up there. I'm doing my shtick of like doing my gang signals to the camera, and like doing the Superman, doing that sort of thing. And then the parachute gets ripped open, and I'm like just flung upwards. Although you're not flung upwards, you're just like, you know, slowing down is what you're doing. The reason why it looks like you fling upwards is because the camera person hasn't pulled their chute. That's really the only part that really hurt, because it just like grabs a part of your naughty bits and just right up into your belly, and you're like, okay. And then it's pretty peaceful. You're just like a leaf on the wind. You're just floating nicely and gently down to earth. The only part that was a little bit was when, after they had pulled the parachute, Sig, the instructor, wanted to readjust my straps so that I could stand up after we landed. So I was like, I really don't want you to be loosening anything while I'm falling. But he did. He loosened around my legs and my shoulders and that kind of thing. That's so I could stand up fully once we hit the ground. It's like, I don't, just stop. Just, you know, I'm fine. I'm good. Just leave it be. And then I made a terrible landing and looked like a fool. So skydiving, definitely worth it. Although I would encourage to look at safety records, because there was 2 places we could have gone to, and we picked the one that was way, way better rated and had a great time. So please don't die. Have you gone skydiving? Do you want to go skydiving? Let me know. I'm going to be back here with another vlog next Thursday. This is neato. The bee's knees, in fact. And I'll twirl my mustache and get onto my bicycle that they rode, or the clothes they took off, or I mean the charities that they supported. For those of you who don't know, Lifescouts is just Lifescouts